So I don't know if I'm gonna release this video or the video on Maui first, so you're gonna get an explanation in both of them. But basically, I want to do a video where I walk y'all around what I do whenever I get off ship, and I calculate how much it costs for me being off ship. Because there's a saying on the ship, it costs $500 to get off, because when you get off, you just end up spending so much money. I don't buy alcohol, so it makes it a little cheaper for me. But either way, I'm gonna total it up, and then that way, anytime I tell y'all, oh, I spent way too much money recently, you guys have a better idea of what I've been doing. Because it doesn't take you very long to get to too much. So this shop over here is the Musubi Truck. It is my favorite restaurant here on Kauai that I know of. They sell poke and musubi, and I always get the poke from here. And I'm really good at running off ship in hour breaks and getting here and eating really fast and then running back aboard before I have the next service. So I come here relatively often, and it's one of the foods I actually missed while I was back in Texas. So whenever I come here, I always get the lifeguard bento, which does automatically come with musubi. I just usually don't get it. And then they have truffle tots, which I'm not always a fan of truffle, but I actually really like it here. And then sometimes I'll get my manager musubi from here as well, but usually it's just this, so it's a pretty consistent amount, and I do this almost every week. Sometimes I'll do it once every other week, but I come here pretty consistently. So this is the lifeguard bento, the truffle tots. The ahi, usually this is the only thing I actually eat, and I tell them not to give me this, but I figured I'd eat it today, try it again. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but it's Spam, so I'm not fond of it usually. But, ta-da, this is my lunch now. Usually instead of getting a drink at the Musubi Truck, I'll come to a nearby coffee shop called Jam and Banana, and I'll get a coffee here. And they do have a couple different sweets that are pretty good. I didn't get any this time, but they have banana bread that's delicious. A lot of their stuff is banana themed, so that's fun. And then I wandered around a bit and then decided I wanted another coffee, so I went back to Jam and Banana and I got another coffee, which is just what happens when I sit around too much. I just keep getting drinks. Waves usually are not this strong, but it is raining. We did just have a tsunami on the other islands, so not super surprising. A lot of these have these card markings in them, but I like this one because it looks like a trident. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, pretty strong waves right now. Okay, so this is super cool. I just found this. It's information about when Queen Liliuokalani came to Kauai. I went to her garden on Hilo. I don't know if she originally lived on Hawaii or if she lived on a different island, because I know that there's a royal residence on Oahu, so maybe she stayed on several islands. But this is information about her coming to Kauai, as well as and I did find out the reason it's called the Willy Willy is because that's the name of the trees that grew here that floated really well, and so they were distinctive. And then this is the mural that they have made as a commemoration of that time when she came to visit. That's really pretty. So the whole beach area is right behind the mall where I get all these coffees, and I recently found this new coffee shop called Kind Coffee that wasn't open last time I was here, and I really like them because they have this peach tea that is very similar to what we made at Mochaccino, and I adore it. So this is now my third drink of the day because I just kept wandering around. I'm so confused because this is the highest the water has come. It keeps not going high enough. And yet, there's always water flowing this way to the ocean. The waves usually don't get this high. They don't come all the way, so where's the water from? There's this little puddle and it goes all the way over there. Where's the water? I hope the camera's getting this, because look, there's so many little minnows. Ah! Hello, little minnows. cute little minnows. There's a bunch right there. You can see the shadows better than you can see them. They didn't have what I wanted, so I got hibiscus liqueur lemonade. I don't usually like hibiscus, so I don't know why I got this, but it was the only thing that kind of looked good, and I was already standing there in line. Oh, it's not bad. It was a 12 ounce, not too expensive for it. Yeah, I don't usually do a lot on this island. It is not my favorite. I'm also not feeling well. I'm a little bit sick. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go back aboard now. And so that'll be like all I spend for the day, which is usually all I spend for the day. But like I said, I usually come here even on my days off because I'm really good at rushing off ship. I always get the exact same thing. It's nothing new, but this is what I would do on my days off as well as the days I work. And then I would, of course, go to the coffee shop. I tried to take a bit of a longer video of the coffee shop this time, and then I literally didn't even show you any of the coffee shop, just the flavor options. And I always end up getting like white mocha banana anyway. But I'll come and I'll get a coffee. This day I got a coffee and then I got a snack. I don't remember what it was, but I would bet it was a banana bread because they have really good banana bread here, and they're like nice big pieces, so they're pretty good. But I'll almost always come here and do that. And then usually I'll eat aboard Thursday nights, but every once in a while I'll decide that I want to get off and eat something. There's a couple restaurants here and they're not my favorite. The Musubi truck closes by the time I get off, so it's not an option. So instead there's a Mexican restaurant, and it's not the best Mexican food ever. And then there's this restaurant, which is just like a bar and grill, I suppose. And so I decided to go there. I got a strawberry milkshake just because I don't know why. I honestly bought way too many things while I was here. I also got an appetizer, which was just like garlic bread with marinara sauce, and I actually really liked that. And then I also got my main, which I forgot to take a video of when I first got it, but it was just tacos and then chips and sauce on the side. And it's a lot of money for just 2 tacos. They always charge so much for tacos here. Go into ABC to get some snacks, even though nothing here is really all that great. Snacks are also a thing I don't regularly get off on this island because there's not a good store nearby, but every once in a while I will come by and get like chips and a drink before I go back aboard. So yeah, that is probably the most I would spend on a day off.